Okay, another review. This time it's Chroma, some sort of theming program, and we'll install it now. This end of user license agreement seems to be quite unreadable. Let's accept it. A note: Chroma is an advanced piece of software that uses a variety of elaborate and unprecedented methods to get Windows to look cool. While we extensively tested these methods for over 6 months, few pieces of software can ever be certifiably crash-proof. This is especially true of bleeding-edge software like Chroma. So don't run Chroma on a computer which guides space probes, controls a life support system, or regulates a nuclear reactor. If your computer seems to be crashing more often than usual while running Chroma, you can always add the crashing program to the exclusion list. That said, we are confident that Chroma will greatly improve your computing experience. We hope you enjoy it. So in short, don't install this on a sort of system that will cause some sort of apocalypse or kill a human or anything like that. For example, why would install this on some NASA computer or in hospital and so on so on. Let's proceed just and install this. You'll see the readme file anyway. Okay, readme, welcome. And for registration, Chroma is not freeware and it can be used for 21 days. It costs about $20, the same price for WindowBlinds, and it will only cover all versions until 2.0. However, I think the latest version is only 1.1. I didn't see any later version. The website was active since 2007, I think after that it's gone. It might be a bit later, but yeah, it's gone for sure. Okay, we are done with that. Let's run it finally. Okay, the nag, how to remove, enter registration, and let's just register later. Okay, as you can see, it already started with theming, so we have the new looking start button. Well, nothing else has changed until we open a new window. So we have a different active window title bar, actually the title bar only. The caption buttons are modified, toolbar icons, toolbar buttons are modified, but that's pretty much the only thing that has changed. Let's try to check only for scroll bar. That works too. As you can see, even horizontal and vertical. And this button, actually for this button. Then you can have the radio box buttons. If I can find for checkbox. This is not changed because that's something different. Let's go back to control panel actually to see for some other options. Okay, for checkbox it's this. Apologies for the graphics issue. That's for the checkbox. This is, what the hell is this? I forgot. Okay, moving on. Let's see about Chroma. So this is the default interface for that. So you can see what how does the theme look. So we have a gradient 1.1. It's a pun, not a typo. So we have a button look, checkbox look, and radio button, as you have seen even for now. And let's move on to about thematic Chroma 1.1, 1999, 2000, thematic software, all right resolved, blah blah blah. It's unregistered. Okay. For registration, about theme, made by Peter Wills at Thematic. Okay, for advanced, In here you can choose what to add or remove to exclusion list, so that these programs will not have any theme. In this case that's paint. As you can see, that's not themed at all, but if I try to remove it and rerun, it will be themed. As you can see, pretty much seems to work. There are no issues for now. Okay, then next, let's check out themes then. Apologies for this about my voice and my talk, because I was on break for a long time, so I have to get used to it for a bit. Okay, the Devnal theme. This is probably the best theme I've seen, at least from this program, and it only has only 3 themes, so yeah, can't be any better than this. Well, it's quite fancy with this scroll bar, at least, also because of this effect. If you can understand what I mean. It's curly styled. That's what I like about it. Okay, it has curved buttons too. Checkbox seems to look nice. Actually, this looks like the best theme for Windows, at least for now. Okay, and the static wait for this. This was made also by Peter Wills. Well, this is static wait, also made by Peter Willis, but it's version 1.0, and let's try this one. Pretty much this one is quite minimalistic, and it's quite junky. I don't quite like it. It's not quite modern, and it looks pretty much like you're running Windows 1 or Windows 2. I mean, if you're you're running some sort of older software than Windows 98, at least for me. Well, the buttons are a bit different, but yeah, not so much special about it. Nothing so much special about it. I'll stick to this one at least. This one seems to be quite cool. Even this part is also themed. For Internet Explorer, it's not so much themed that like everything else is. Well, that's that. As you can see, the scrollable in Internet Explorer is not themed, but everything else seems to be. Well, I can't actually give up so much about this program, so I'll probably just run a few more programs to see how it will work. So in this case, we'll try with Microsoft Word. Well, the only theme in here is the title bar, nothing else. As I've explained, Microsoft Office uses some different controls and different design, and that ends up with no ability to theme it up. Let's try to add Excel spreadsheet. So let's see if we'll actually have no idea why the hell I've added this. Well, actually never mind about what I've just said. General, what the hell? No. For some reason I can't close it. Okay, that's probably buggy. That's great. Another thing to test is FreeCell. FreeCell is not themed, and let's see if it's actually on list. It's not. So in this case, FreeCell is a 16-bit program for some reason, or it's probably not even themed at all. I don't know. But for some reason, it doesn't get any theme. and I have no idea how the hell to play this. So screw it. Well, so in short, this is a quite old program made by probably a small team of people. And what else to say? It's not freeware. It's $20. So if you back then you would try to get some sort of thing software, you will rather get the WindowBlinds than Chroma, mostly because WindowBlinds offers more, even if it's quite more bloated than Chroma. Chroma doesn't seem so much bloated or anything like that. It seems to be quite light, as in low on resources, but that costs on, as you know, not so much of thieving. We'll try to explore it a bit. So let's see what we have. So the program itself, license, readme, we've seen that, splash, install log, and in here we have some themes, 3 themes, that's it. For some reason I think that I'm saying many words so wrong these days. I didn't speak so much for a long time. Okay, for the theme we have few of many images, and the theme itself, license and readme. We'll try to extract all of that. We'll try to check out this one only. Oh yeah, if you manage to see the progress bar is also themed, so that's another advantage. Okay, that's just a theme, nothing else. And for resources we have few images parts. So for border, captions, that's the top, the caption buttons. This thing has, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have any thumbnail style like in Windows Me. So yeah. So there we have checkboxes for scroll bar, for frame. By that it means this part. This is actually quite cool. I don't see so many themes with such borders like this. Just a note, nothing special. Well, that's pretty much just the resources of the theme itself. And in here, this is a Devnol CLL. This is not the this is not the library or something like that. It's not the DLL. Just a note. To make sure of that, we'll use Notepad and see. So this is actually the code for the actual theme. So how the hell it works, how it should work, and what the hell it should do. Actually, consider it as a style sheet, or consider it like a CSS for this program. Just a bunch of code that you should try to understand it. They have a documentation and quite large documentation about it, but because it's quite outdated and no longer in use, not much of use of it anymore. This program will be quite great if it was free, or it was at least 5 or 10 bucks, but for 20 bucks, actually 19 or 20, not so much. That's great. That's pretty much about it. Bye.